All right. How are you, everybody? Welcome back. This reading is for Taurus. Let's see what we got for Taurus for the first week of September. Okay. So, Taurus, we're going to do your main reading for the week. General reading, of course, as always. You're going to get some messages from your person as well as the universe. We're going to get a yes or no coin. And then we are going to get a compatibility. We're going to do a compatibility circle, okay? Let's see what we got for you guys to start with. So, Taurus, so that you know how I do the cards, okay? Every couple of days, I do my own cards, right? As you can understand. Just to see what's going on, any red flags, so on and so forth. So, I keep it simple. I just lay 7 cards on the table. And in my mind, I designate certain cards to do certain things. And then I see what's going on. So, why would I want to do any different for you guys, my friends? I do the exact same thing. I keep it simple. This, I tell her, okay, tell me what's going on right now. Meaning, this very moment, what am I dealing with? This, tell me what's going on. So what happened in the last 3 months or so? In other words, possible causes that brought me here. And this, of course, being to the right side, tell me what's coming up. Now, this card right here at the bottom of the deck, I say, can you please show me the overall path? In other words, this is what I'm dealing with here on planet Earth, right? Maybe I'm selling a house. Maybe I'm getting married or divorced. Maybe I'm buying a business or selling a business. Maybe my car is going to break down, etc., etc. But what about my overall energy? In other words, what is my path? That serves me to see if I'm aligned, if I'm in sync. Because if this tells me one thing and this tells me another, maybe I need to make some changes. Now, I'm going to do the same thing with you guys. Now, just keep in mind, my dear friends, Taurus, that this is not destiny or must happen. This is just to give you a heads up what possibly could happen. And of course, it's a general reading. So if you want a personal reading, the addresses are in the description. Okay? Let's start. So, Taurus, from the overall energetic, higher purpose energy, this is you. That's Taurus. So when your card, your actual card comes out right away like that, that's very important, because if this was my reading and this would be a Leo card immediately, I say, wait a minute, I need to open my ears. I need to pay attention. So this card, 2 cards, Taurus. So you definitely want to pay attention to this reading, my dear friends, Taurus, because there might be an important message. Anyways, the meaning of this card is that you are getting your finances under control. And if not, you should. This is telling you you need to become responsible and knowledgeable about your finances, okay? So let's start with that. Now, the second card here, of course, we're not going to go more than the second, but the second card tells me that you are trying to elevate yourself spiritually. You're trying to manifest something. You're trying to understand how the law of attraction works. So this is spiritual awakening, and at the same time is trying to manifest something, okay? So let's put this here for now. But let's see instead what you're dealing with right here, right now on planet Earth. Okay. So this is the card of risk. Now, it's also the card of travel. It's also the card of changing jobs. It's the card of moving. As you can see, this fellow here, packed up is, now, there is some debate amongst the tarot community, whether this, whatever is right here, is his wife and his little child, or simply his belongings. Now, to me, it looks like someone, perhaps an adult and a child. Now, some cards, some decks literally show a woman and a child. Some decks show a bag. So I think that's left unclear on purpose. In other words, it could be either or. It's up to you. Meaning, he could be moving with his family overseas or across the pond, or he could simply be moving alone and with his belongings. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Regardless, this is someone who's taking a little bit of a risk. Now, this is not a huge risk, but it is a risk nevertheless. Why is it taking a risk? Well, he's loading his belongings and his loved ones on a boat and is trying to cross this river, this lake, this sea. And as you can see, though, over here we have rough waters. You see that? And here we have calm waters. So, in a way, what this card is telling you, you're looking for better things. You're looking to better yourself. Maybe you're looking for a higher wage. Maybe you're looking for a better relationship. Maybe you're looking for a better country, a better city, a better whatever. Regardless, this card is very meaningful. It has a deep symbolic meaning because you're looking. You want to make your life better, regardless whether you're looking for a better country, better job, a better wife, a better husband. I should understand that. A better relationship. Or perhaps you're tired of being alone. This card is the card of advancement, the card of willing to take a chance. In other words, you are hoping that on the other side of this body of water, there's going to be something better waiting for you. So I applaud you because this card is the willingness to try something better. So that's really good. Now, let me pull another couple of cards on that purpose. So what you're really going through right now, okay? Let's clarify that. So, yeah, you see, there you go. That's the reason. We're going to worry about this later, okay, you guys? Let's worry about the present right now. So as you can see, we started with you and the cards recommending you, suggesting that you should be getting better with your finances. You should master your finances. You should become self-sufficient. The king of coin, it doesn't need money, okay? It's got it all figured out. It knows how much money it's making. It knows how much money it's spending. So then the second card was you should take a little bit of a risk. And then I guess the question is why? Why? What's wrong with what I'm doing right now? Why should I take a risk? Well, we got the answer. Because you ain't making any money, because it's not enough, because you feel like you can't put a penny together. You don't have two pennies to rub together. Sometimes you struggle to pay the rent or mortgage. Sometimes, God forbid, the car breaks down. You don't know what to do to fix it. So as you can see, this is not a good card. Let me dig a little bit deeper. So you've been confused. You didn't know what to do until now. So there's another Taurus card. So what's happening here is you've decided here on planet Earth, this is spiritual. Here on planet Earth, you've decided, okay, enough is enough. The Queen of Swords, she's a very good queen. She's got her heart in the right place. But at the same time, she doesn't really know what to do. In other words, she's surrounded by clouds. And what that symbolizes is a foggy point of view, no pun intended. She doesn't know what to do. She has ideas, but perhaps she doesn't have the courage or the impetus to get out of this not so good situation. So she's wishing, I want to become the queen of wands, of coin. I want to be in control of my money. I want to make sure I'm making enough. I want to make sure I leave some to my kids, etc., 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 whatever your priority might be. But of course, to do all of that, nothing comes for free. You got to be willing to change your job. You got to be willing to change your city. For God's sakes, if your job is not paying you anymore and you're at the top, meaning, look, if you're a greeter at Walmart, nothing wrong with that. If you have the opportunity to become an area manager, a department manager, go for it. I believe any type of jobs you're involved with, you should always strive or try to get to the top of that department. Why not? Store manager after 5 years. Why not? If you are going to stay at Walmart, nothing wrong with that. My son was a manager at Walmart for a while of a department years ago. Why not? Nothing wrong with that. If you say, okay, I'm going to spend 3 years at Walmart, why not get to the top? Why not? And this could be just that. Okay, maybe you got some more responsibilities. Maybe you got to work a few extra hours. But if the pay is double than what you were making before or triple, my question is, why not? In other words, these cards show me exactly what's going on. Of course, this is not all of you. Could this be a relationship? Yes and no, but it's mostly about money, as you can see. I don't see any relationship. But could it apply? Suppose you're okay, you're already okay money-wise. Could this apply to a relationship? Well, maybe you want to make your relationship better. So why not take it to the best it can be? So the key card of this entire grouping here is this one. It seems as if you're now be willing to take a chance, take a little bit of a risk in order to achieve this. But then the universe is saying, hey, why stop at captain? Why don't you go for general? Why don't you go? Why do you want to be a department manager where you can be the store manager? So in other words, you shoot for the stars. I love it. I just love it. Love it. Let's see what's been going on with you guys. Look at this. So in the past, you were betrayed, let down, completely destroyed, perhaps. Perhaps you have to start all over again 1 or 2 times. However, know that you are protected. Know that you have protection from above, and know that you are simply destined to be okay financially. Perhaps you're not, let's be honest, Taurus. Let's be honest, okay? Taurus is not the best sign to get along with, okay? You guys are beautiful people. My sister is Taurus. I love her, of course. But you guys, the only thing that, and of course, each one of us has our own caveats. The only thing, for instance, I find difficult with my sister, she's beautiful in every single way. I mean, she's my best friend, but the only thing is that she's always right. Other signs, when they realize that they're they made a mistake, or perhaps they're wrong about something, and say, okay, I apologize. I made a mistake, okay? Let's talk about it. No, my sister, and I also, of course, counsel a lot of people, and I see that that's Taurus. Taurus has the habit of, even though you realize perhaps you did make a mistake, but you're going to find an excuse why you did that. Yeah, okay, you are right, Marco, but I did that because this is, okay, Katerina, listen. Why can't you just say, you are right, Marco, just for once, and say, I made a mistake. We're all learning, right? No, I did it because of this, and that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now, is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. I mean, each one of us is different. But the thing is, I guess what I'm trying to say, there is nothing wrong with accepting when we make a mistake. There's nothing wrong. It's actually a sign of growth, and it's a sign of maturity. So it's okay either way, but when you know that something is right, and you are going to tell me that you are still right even though you're wrong, there's nothing wrong to say, yeah, I made a mistake. That's all. It's as simple as that. Now, you've been working very, very hard at fixing your life. Now, I can tell you that, let me clarify one thing right off the top. even though it's been 15 minutes already. You're not doing anything wrong, and you're going to be fine, Taurus. You're just traversing maybe a difficult spot right now, but don't worry because you are protected and you're destined to be okay. I see that you are really, really focused on money. Look how much money we have on this desk right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you are focused. You truly, truly focus on bettering your finances. I don't blame you, of course. So it looks like you're starting a new venture. Perhaps some of you are taking a risk starting your own business, and I love when people start their own business. I love it. Now, let's see where you're heading as far as you. More money. More money. Oh my God. I told you this reading is all about money. I told you. So you finally realize that you need to focus on your little project. Even though you think it's not going to go anywhere, it will go big time. I told you were destined to be okay money-wise. Look at this. You got the 9 of coin and you got the 10 of coin. Are you joking? Do you see how this whole reading is about money? You see that, right? There's not even one single card to do with love. Nothing. Which means this week, we started with this, Taurus. So what are you going to expect? It was always going to be all about money. So this week is the week when you're going to fix your money. You're going to decide what to do. And I can tell you something. If you're willing to take a little bit of a risk, it's going to pay off big time. Yes, it's a lot of work. Yes, it's not going to be easy, but you're going to be so happy it's not even funny. The only thing I could recommend, if you allow me, Taurus, is try not to welcome everyone with mistrust, meaning, I'm watching you. Give a little bit of a chance. Allow people to prove themselves wrong before you accuse them. You should lower your sword, meaning if you've been betrayed before, that doesn't mean that everybody's going to betray you. Learn the lesson, become strong, mature, and give people a chance to prove themselves first. That's all I can tell you. This is a beautiful reading. Let me see. Final suggestions, recommendations. Let me see. 3 cards. And we pull 3 cards random. Yeah. Well, there you go. You got a lot of work ahead of you. A lot of work. But you're strong enough. You paid your price. Let them go. Who never hurt you. Who never let you down. Let them go. If you do that, if you're willing to put the work in, don't give up, and you're willing to forgive and forget your past, and that those who hurt you, you're going to win. This is the card of victory. So to end with this card is a wonderful thing, and congratulations. This reading is really, really clear to me. It has to do with money. This is the week where you're going to fix your finances. So get on it. Take that chance. Forgive and forget. It's a lot of work ahead of you, but you're going to be really, really happy in the end. Okay, that's all I can tell you. As far as signs is concerned, the main ones you're dealing with: Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, and of course Taurus. Now, let's see if there's a love message from the universe. Oof. My goodness. There's no need to even read it. You got something good coming up. All right. Now, let's see any message from anyone or the universe. This could be anything. It's not just love, okay? I take the top and the bottom. So you got 2 messages. First message that tells you, I wish I could take back my words. So someone really hurt you. Someone really hurt you, and now they're sorry that they said whatever they said. I am in a committed relationship. So I think you're going to meet your soulmate very soon. But right now, they are in a committed relationship. What's going to happen? Well, we'll see what happens in the next few readings, but I already know what's going to happen. But of course, I cannot speak for other people. So you're going to meet your soulmate and they are in a committed relationship. It's going to be interesting. Think of your question. Your answer is, I knew it. I told you I already know the answer. And I already know the question you're going to ask. I already know. You want to know if, let's see if I'm right. You want to know if, although they're in a committed relationship, they are willing to ... Right? I know a little bit, right? Okay. And the answer was yep. Okay, so compatibility. So you Taurus, we're going to start from Aries, we're going to go all around to Pisces. And this is for right now, okay? So Taurus and Aries. Oh, yeah. It's risky. See, this is the risk card. It's risky, but if you're willing to risk, you might see this card here has, I think, a woman and a boy, a little child, right? Yeah. It's risky, but you might get a reward if you're willing to go for it. Two Taurus together, fast and furious, but a chance of, is it going to really keep on going or not? We don't know. It comes in really fast, but it also leaves really fast. Gemini. Gemini, again, it starts really, really slow. But and at first you say, Jesus, what am I doing wasting my time here? But if you're willing to give it a chance, this can go on something really good. And what about, okay, so that was Gemini, right? Yeah. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini. What about Cancer? Blessed. Really, really wonderful. Very nice. Go for it. Leo. Get the fire extinguisher. But once the fire extinguisher is finished, is there anything left? Virgo. You can build the friggin' empire with Virgo. Libra. Scorpio. God help us. It's a big decision you gotta make with Scorpio. Go either way. Sagittarius, a wish come true. While they are, no, Scorpio is opposite. Sagittarius, a wish come true. Capricorn, this is Capricorn. Friends with benefits, nothing more. Aquarius, you're going to go places. You're going to travel, literally, but you're going to go places, meaning you guys can go very far. And finally, your friends, little Pisces. Again, fire in the hole. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Love you so much. See you soon.